6 and 18 started for the Red Sox last year.
Welcome to the Financial Bros YouTube channel. It's your boy Deuce.
Tony G in the building.
Tony G in the building was good.
What's good? Another day, another dollar. That's all. Same old, same old.
I got me this drink in my cup.
Right.
But before we get started, you know what it is. Insured Brand, official brand, and the Financial Bros all day, every day. So we about to do, man, we, you know what I'm saying? We were listening to some podcasts and listening to stuff, right? And they were talking about water, like how, water is limited.
Definitely is.
Limited around the world, and you can actually buy water on the stock market, invest in water. And you know what I'm saying? I was listening to the Earn Your Leisure podcast, and they had the girl in there, she started a water company, and she was dropping jewels about like, it's gonna be wars over water. So I'm like, man, it's probably the perfect opportunity, man, like to invest in water.
Right. And the crazy thing about it is people hit me up all the time, like, hey man, what stock should I invest in? This and that. And I always tell them, like, I always give people usually the generic answer, like to start it off, invest in companies that you use. And this whole time I've been saying this to people for like a year now. And I'm sitting here thinking, once you was like, let's do the water video and the water stock, I'm like, damn, I don't really got no water stocks, and we use water more than we use anything else.
Right. You need water to live.
Yeah, so it's like our body is 98% water. We using water so much that we don't even realize it. Using the bathroom, taking a bath, everything water. It's like, why not cop some water stocks? Like,
right.
It's nothing in this world use more than water. So why not own some shares? And this is the perfect video.
Until you can start investing in air.
Right, and you probably can already invest in air. We just ain't researched it yet.
Right, y'all. I'm listening to the podcast, and they were talking about like we got the same amount of water that we had 100 years ago, or something crazy.
Right.
Mad years ago, and we got the same amount of water that's drinkable, but we got way more people.
Billions of more people.
And they said most of the water go to agricultural, industrial, shit like that. So it's like out of all the water in the world, I think I heard them say like only like 1% of it go to like drinking and stuff. 1% of it.
Right, and it's crazy because like in the Middle Eastern companies, like water is definitely scarce over there. Like I never forget one of my homeboys, yo was hooping in Dubai, and yo told me gas was cheaper than water, and I was like, that's crazy. But then when you really think about it, it's like they got so much oil over there, and they know like oceans or nothing. It makes sense.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that it's like that. Like they said, like we, you know what I'm saying, us in the United States, you know what I'm saying, like it's like what like we just waste a lot of water compared to like the other countries that's really slim on water. That like even like I said, I've been to Iraq. You know what I'm saying? I was, you know what I'm saying, affording the war, and like I saw dudes going to like little ponds, getting water out the ponds.
Right.
Water looked mad green, like it looked nasty. We would drink that same nasty water too, because we purified and whatever. But you saw the locals going there, get water, and they would take it back to the house. They probably purified it, whatever they needed to do to
boil it and bathe with it.
Yeah, so they did what they had to do to make it drinkable. But yeah, so this video we're gonna drop some jewels on a few water stocks to buy or whatever. Also, before we get started, I forgot you're gonna drop the Financial Bros Discord, you know what I'm saying, channel, whatever. So me and Tony, you're gonna look into that, and it's gonna be a place where everybody that's in the stocks, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna talk about stocks, drop the stocks that you like, that you're investing in and stuff like that. Me and Tony talk about what we doing. It will be free.
Build the community. It's gonna be free. We're gonna build a community. People hit me up all the time for stock plays, this and that. And now this is gonna be the place where you're gonna see. Like I haven't been taking stocks as serious as I should, but any stocks I cop is gonna be in there when I get them and what price I got them for. So it's gonna be, if you follow what we're doing, it's gonna give you the blueprint.
Right. So it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, the Financial Bros. We about to build this community up. You know what I'm saying? So all right, Tony. So what stocks you were thinking about for water? We probably give them like 3 stocks. We might, you know what I'm saying, water stocks or whatever.
The first stock I was looking at, it was called, and I don't even know how to pronounce this right. It was called Evagua. Water Technologies. The ticker symbol is easy. It's Agua. Ticker symbol AQUA. Right now they're around $27 a share. I was just looking up some of them and their financials and everything. And it's a Pennsylvania-based company, and it offers services to 38,000 people, 200,000 installations worldwide. They got 160 locations over 10 countries. And some of the services they include aerobic wastewater treatment, clarifiers, covers, liners, water filtration, and disinfection systems. So it's definitely a stock that I saw, especially for the price that I saw, and I think that's a good stock. And not to mention, a lot of people got to remember, like, water usage was already, like we said, it's already been limited, and the pandemic makes it even more scarce because we're washing our hands way more, we're cleaning way more. So this is definitely a time, like, a lot of the water stocks I researched, and even some of the best ones in the last year, they all went up. So that's the first one that I think is a good move.
It says Agua. What's another one?
The another one is it's called and this is another one with a crazy name, Exim, ticker symbol XYL. They currently at $104 a share, and they provide water services for commercial, residential, and agricultural. And they operate in over 150 countries. As I mentioned, with the pandemic, they up over 65% the last year, and their market cap is $18.82 billion. So they got the cash on debt.
Right.
And something good about this one, they pay a dividend, and
yeah, I see that.
They've raised the dividend every year since they've been on the market. So even during the pandemic, they continued to raise their dividend and pay that out on time and everything like that. So you can't go wrong with that. That's some water. You can get that dividend money, and that can cover your water. That can pay your water bill.
Right. I see that high 52-week high was 108. The low was $56. So they up, like you said, they up. As of today, they up 76% in the past year.
Right. So they definitely is going to keep increasing because like you said, the water is limited, and they doing what they're supposed to with their water, and they got the bread on deck for whatever.
Right. One last one for the road.
And the last individual stock is a company called American Water Works, ticker symbol AWK. They're around $150 a share right now. Another American company. They're based out of New Jersey. They serve 14 million people in 46 states. So from the companies I researched, this probably got the biggest amount of consumers that I saw, and it's probably what most of us use in the States. And they up over the last year, they up 27% over the last year. They market cap, they got 26 billion cash on hand. So, if they got making any improvements or anything like that, they got the bread to do it. They've been on the market for like 9 years, and they raise their dividend every year. So, like I said, you always want these companies that's going to raise their dividend, or they didn't cancel their dividend, because it's showing it. If you paid your dividends through this last pandemic, you're going to pay your dividends no matter what. Because if you was able to pay your dividends and increase them, that shows you got the money and you're not in debt or nothing like that.
Right. So that'd be the three right there. What's the three again, Tony?
It was ticker symbol AGUA, Agua, ticker symbol XYL, and ticker symbol AWK. And I'm going to always throw an ETF in there for y'all if y'all don't want to invest in any stock individually and you want to go the safe route.
Right.
I was looking at ticker symbol PHO, which is an ETF for PowerShare Water Resources Portfolio. It's currently under $50 a share. They pay a dividend, and I think it has like 6 or 7 of the top 10 ranked water stocks. They own holders of them. So if you want to go the safe route and cop the ETF, that's also probably a good bet for you right there.
I'm tell you, this is the move, man. This invest in these water companies now, man. 5 or 10 years from now, boy, you can wish you invest in them. I'm definitely about to invest. At least I'm gonna buy some some water stocks or ETF for my son for his portfolio. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It ain't not. You can't name not one person on this planet that don't use water. So why not invest in it? It's simple as that.
Right. So we about to wrap this thing up, man. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.